Hi, welcome to Jeff's Hobby Hangout. So today we're gonna try and get that basket tutorial done. Um, so for the basket you will need t-shirt yarn. T-shirt yarn is thick and stretchy. I find 15mm works best for this yarn, which is from Hooked, and it's an inch wide. You will need sewing kit of some kind to sew your joins together. Mine are already done, but I've got a few shorts on my channel for you guys to check out. And you see, it's really sturdy. Best way I have found to do joins on the actual yarn. There are other methods, but this is the one I prefer. And you'll of course need some stitch markers for marking where you are in the pattern. Scissors for cutting when you're done, or for adjusting your joins. Sometimes the joins are really like 2 inches wide to 1 inch, so you might need to do some thinning out. That's all in my shorts, you can check that out, and we're just going to concentrate on the pattern today. So the pattern, it is all done in knit stitch, which we will get to in a minute. But the knit stitch, just basic, is splitting the stitches of the previous round. So instead of going into the top V, you would go into the side to do that. I'll show you that when we get to that point. So to start with, we will be doing a double magic circle. So a regular magic circle, so make sure you hold your yarn right. So I keep my tail to about my wrist. No matter what yarn I'm using, I have that much. Pinch it like that on your fingers, like this, wrap it around twice. That is a normal magic circle, but we're doing a double, so we wrap it like that. I pinch my tail between my ring finger and my pinky to hold that, because we're going to need access to that. So if you've got somewhere to hold it, that helps. So we go under the first two, grab the third, pull it through, give it a twist, and then we pick up that bit, that yarn we're holding with our pinky and ring, and then pull that through to secure. That is your magic circle done. You'll have 2 loops and a tail, and obviously you're working yarn, and it'll look like this. Hopefully that made sense to you all. And I go straight in with a stitch marker because I find that easiest. You can either do it under one side or wrap it around both sides. That's entirely up to you. I do both. I just always prefer putting it onto the loop on the hook because it's easier for me to get it on. So now we're going to do our 6 single crochet into our magic circle. It is a basic, well, not basic, it is a flat circle round that we're doing. I have altered it slightly because it comes out quite hexagonal if you do the basic way, so I will help you through that as we get to those rows. This size basket I'm doing today only has 7 rows for the base, so it's not massive. So, stop getting off topic, get back to the circle. So we've done our magic circle, we're going to do our 6th single crochet, all US terms. Into our circle, yarn over our hook, pull that through, yarn over our hook, and pull that through both loops. You want to try and keep a loose tension because it will help with doing the knit stitch. Into your magic circle, yarn over, pull through. You can see I'm not even really holding this yarn. That's how loose you want it. There you go, there's 2. So I'm just going to quickly do the last ones. Voila! Double check by counting the top V's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So we have enough. So now we get our tail and we pull that closed. And you can see here we've got a little bit of that second circle not closing. Just pull it a little bit more. With t-shirt yarn, it will go. Now, for ease of the video and teaching how to do knit stitch, I will be doing a slip stitch now to join the round. You don't have to do that if you're more confident with finding your stitches, but I do it for helping you learn. So you go into this stitch under the V for this. This is the only slip stitch that you're going to do the normal way. Under there, yarn over and pull through, and then pull through again. There we are. Now you can see I've got quite loose tension, so it should be fairly easy to find where my stitches are for the next round. So that's round 1 done. Round 2, which we are about to do now, is increase all around. So every stitch you'll put 2 stitches, and that is to increase to a total number of 12 stitches. So let's go ahead and move our stitch marker. There we are. Now I'm going to get one of my smaller hooks to make it easier to point out than using my chubby fingers. Yes, my fingers are not that chubby. It's just easier to show you with a hook. So at every point where you have your V's meet, underneath there is another V. That is where you're going to be putting your hook. See? There you go. So, splitting the front and splitting the back. So I like to show you in the standard form, which is why I got a really thin hook that does not change the shape of the stitch, so that you can see it if they're unstretched, basically. So stitch anatomy for, we will also go over this later on when we start the sides. So front, top, back. In the back you'll know because there will be a third loop. Okay. So with the knit stitch, I am going to crochet over my tail because I don't want to sew it back in later. But you can leave it out if that's hard for you to see. So I'm just going to tuck it like that for a minute. So open it up, find your V, which is here, into that, making sure to split the back as well. Sometimes the back needs a bit of help. Voila! Yarn over, pull through, give a little bit of a loosening so that your hook is on top of your stitches. That is to give your tension the right gauge for being able to get your hook into the next round. Yarn over again and pull through. So it's basically a single crochet just put in a different part of the stitch, which is why in the pattern that I've written, it's all written down as single crochet. Because it's just a method rather than an actual different stitch. Into this one. Same into the same stitch again. Yarn over, pull through. Give that stretch, yarn over and pull through. There we are, that's 2. So that's our first increase done. I'll show you where to put the next one, and then you should be able to find them all. So, pulling your top ones over a little bit helps you find where that V is. So you can see here, you can just see a V here. When I stretch it, you can see it a bit more. That is where your hook is going to go. Pulling up on those stitches at the top does help open it up a bit for you to get it in easier. So yarn over, pull through, sit your hook on top of your stitches, yarn over and pull through. Again into the same stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, make sure your hook's on top of your stitches, yarn over and pull through. There you are. So I'm going to do the last ones and I will meet you back when I have 12 stitches. So remember, count your V's to make sure you got 12. So we've got 4 V's at the moment. I'm going to go away and do the last 8. Okay, so that is round 2 finished. Do not worry that these are not close. Do not worry about that. So leave your stitch marker in place for now. Let's put a new one onto our hook because that will help you find where your next stitch is going while still marking the next stitch that needs to be marked. So little bit tighter tension because you want to close this gap off, and that will come with doing this stitch. If you didn't do that slip stitch at the beginning, then you wouldn't need to worry about it. It's just to help you find where the stitches are. So you see our stitch markers here, so we know that our stitch needs to go into this one here. So I would have already put this on the screen because it's our 3rd round now, but this round we're doing 1 single crochet and 1 increase, all in the knit stitch. And then we will repeat that. So each of your, so you'll do 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets into this stitch, single crochet, 2 single crochets into this stitch, single, double, 2 single crochets, and it'll carry on like that all the way round. So I'll show you how to do knit stitch again for this round. So this is where our stitch marker is, so we need to go into this stitch here. Let's just check that was clear enough. Take my hook back out. Stitch marker, that's where our V is. The V's become a lot clearer as we get further into it. So hook in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through. There we are. So I'll leave that stitch marker in place for now so that you can see how it disappears the further into the pattern you get. So now we do our increase stitch. So my hands are jumping ahead of my speech. So into the next V, you can see it's a lot clearer where your V's are now. So just there. Into your stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, into the same stitch, yarn over, pull through, remembering to keep putting your hook on top of your stitches because that helps with the tension. So then you would just repeat those 3 stitches all the way around till you have a total of 18 stitches. So I'm just going to do that really quickly and I'll be back in a second. So that is round 3 done. We're going to do round 4. Let's put this stitch marker in. This is so that I'm keeping them on every row so that it's notable for each round. So round 4 is a little bit different. It's not a basic number of single crochets and then an increase. This one is going to be slightly split or staggered. Not sure the correct terminology for it, but hey ho. I think split works quite nicely considering we're splitting stitches. So let's split around. So normally for this round people would do 2 single crochet, increase, repeat all around. We're not doing that. We're doing a single crochet. Let's do that now. So you should by now know where to put your stitches into the side. Go. And then we do our increase. Okay. So now we do the repeat section. And this repeat is going to be done a total of 5 times. So this is single crochet 1, single crochet 2, and then our increase. Increase is 2 single crochets into 1 stitch. And the reason why I keep saying single crochet, not just because we're just doing a different method, but because you could use this base pattern for anything. So why not just write it in single crochet and people can do what they want with it. So that was our first pattern repeat. So 2 single crochets and an increase. So we'll do that again. 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, increase, and then so we have done the repeat 2 times now. Next time, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, increase, and that is 3 times. Again, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, increase. There we go. That was 4 times. So once more. But you'll see we actually have 4 stitches left. 1, 2, 3. So we do 1 and 2 single crochets and our increase. And because we staggered the round, we now have 1 more single crochet we need to put in and 1 empty stitch. So that's where it goes. Because we did 1 single crochet before an increase right at the beginning, so we need to put the rest of that at the end. So that is round 4 done. Put in your stitch mark. Let's double check that we have 24 stitches. So each round we are having 6 increases, so we are adding 6 stitches to our count. So we finished with 18 on the last round. This one we need 24. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 and 24. So we're right on track. The next round is going to be 3 single crochet increase all around. So you're going to do 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, 3 single crochet, and then 2 in 1 stitch. So that is what an increase is into that one. So I don't need to show you this round, so I'm just going to do it and I'll meet you back. We should finish with 30 stitches. Five done. So the next round is another staggered or split round, however you like to whatever terminology you prefer. And so every even row is staggered. So if you want to go further on than what I'm doing, feel free. Because I have on my other baskets, I'm just doing the pattern for the smallest one, and you would just continue to split your even rounds. So this round is on a regular round, it would be like a 4 single crochets increase repeated all the way around, but we're splitting that, so we're halving that 4, putting 2 at the beginning and 2 at the end to stagger where our increases are, but it's also splitting that first lot of single crochets, so that's why it's got 2 terminologies. So do your 2 single crochets, 1 and 2, do your first increase, there you are, and then you would continue by doing 4 single crochets, so 1, 2, 3, 4, increase all the way round until you only have 2 stitches left, and then you would put your remaining single crochets into those 2 stitches, just like we did on round 4. I hope that makes sense. And you know what, we'll just do it with you. I'll just do it with you again. So now we do 4 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, increase into this stitch, 1 and 2, that's 2 single crochets into 1 stitch. So that's our first repeat. Is that a total of 5 times to end up with 6 total increases, because we already put an increase at the beginning before the repeats started. So now 4 again, 4 single crochets again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Increase. It's our second repeat. 4 single crochets again. 2, 3, 4. Increase. That's our third repeat done. 4 single crochets again. 4. Do the increase. So that's 4 repeats done. Let's do the last one. And don't worry about this curling, it's just where your stitches are sitting on the side. You want to make them sit on the top of the previous stitches, and you do that just by rolling it and flattening it out. And it's not, you can give it a bit of a stretch if things are not cooperating. And that's the whole reason why I've done my pattern the way it is, to help hold a circle shape better. Right, last repeat now. So 1, 4 single crochets, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, the increase, and if you've done it correctly, you'll have 2 stitches unworked. That's where we put our last 2 single crochets that we didn't do at the very beginning. Voila. Nice, simple, still rounded. At this point I was getting hexagonal shapes, so it's still rounded, which is good. Run out of stitch markers on the table, so stitch marker, only because I'm marking each row for you guys and for myself editing. So if I've repeated myself at the beginning of any round, I can just cut it out. or I'll leave it in for a laugh. So this is the last round that I'm doing for the video, and it is so easy for the base anyway. Like I've split the instructions, so base, sides, handles. Base, sides and handles all have a separate set of instructions for ease of understanding, but at no point is it the yarn cut and rejoined or anything like that. It's all one piece. It's just the instructions are separated. So this last round we're doing 5 single crochets and an increase. And you'll repeat that 6 full times. I don't need to go through that. I'll do the first one and then time lapse. So 5 single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then do your increase. And I just realised I would have had it written on the screen because I'm going to write all the rows on the screen for everyone watching. I forgot to mention the previous row, row 6, that ends with 36 stitches. This round that we're doing now, round 7, is going to end with 42 stitches, and that will be our total stitches now. So I've done the 5 single crochets and the increase. I'm going to go away and just finish this one off, and I'll meet you back when I'm done. And there you have it. That is the end of the base. That's all I'm gonna do for the minute. I'm probably gonna do the pattern in... I'm probably gonna post the base as a video, and then I'll post the sides as a video, and then I'll post the handles as another video. Or I'll do the base and then as one video and the sides as another video. And then I will do a third video of them combined, because some people may only want the base. Because if you were to use this method with thinner yarn, you could make some really cute circular coasters. So the possibilities are everywhere for this. So yeah, I'll do multiple videos. Yes, it'll be multiple of the same thing, but that doesn't matter, does it? It's what everyone wants. So in case this is the end, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, because it really does help. I have a goal that by the time my son is in school, in 2 years, 3 years, something like that, 2.5 years, that I will be monetized. I am nowhere near getting monetized yet, so all the help will be great. Thank you. Bye.